Today, we want to look into calculus, and that's differentiation. So we'll continue on differentiation, and what we are looking at is the product rule. The product rule. Don't forget that we have discussed the chain rule. So go and watch my video on the chain rule. So now, product rule. When do we use the product rule? As the name implies, product. Product means you multiply things together. So when your question in calculus comes in the form of products, then apply the product rule. It's as simple as that. You understand me now? When your question comes in product form, apply the product rule. Let's say you are given something like this. You are given something like this: I to bracket x plus 4 to bracket x minus 5, and you are asked to find dy dx. You are asked to differentiate this. This question comes in the form of products. The first one multiplied by the second one to apply the product rule. Let's say we are given something like this. We are given let's say we are given 4x minus 5 squared. This we can break it down into what? 4x minus 5. No, twice. Another 4x minus 5. So it has come to product. Something multiplied by something. Don't forget, we can also use chain rule here from my previous class. You understand it now? Okay. What about if your question comes? Let's say you are given something like this: exponential x sine x, and you are asked to differentiate this. It also comes in the form of product. This is the first one multiplied by the second one. You can see now. So in short, when your question comes in the form of product, you apply the product rule. Understood? Okay. Now let's quickly look into it. Let's quickly look into the product rule. Okay. Now, this is it. Now, of course, you have known that for products, we have two different things multiplying each other. So, the first one, you call this letter U. Letter U. The second function, you can call it letter V. Now, I will explain to you how it is done in different parts of the world. You understand me now? Now, but everything follows the same pattern. Understand me now? Let's assume that y is equals to uv. I told you before, y is equals to uv. Very simple. The first one is u, the second one is v. You understand me now? Such that u and v are functions of x. You don't get that is u and v, they are both having x in them. Let's say we have x plus 5 multiplied by x minus 2. Obviously, this is my u and this is my v. My u is having x. My v also is having x. That doesn't mean that u and v are functions of x. They are both having x. Assuming this is t and this is t, we will have written t. U and v are functions of t. Note it. So the whole thing, let's say this is y equals to, let's say this is the question. That means y is equals to u times v. So u and v are both functions of x. You understand me now? Hope you get that. Okay. Now, since you have known that, then to find my dy dx, that's where we are going. Dy dx. Listen. So my dy dx be equals to what? That's my derivative. That's where I'm going. Dy dx. Very simple and easy. Let me give you a very easy way of knowing it. Look at it. You write anyone first. You can write u firstly. Write your u firstly. So write u. Then for the second one, you differentiate it. Like write 1, differentiate 1. Write u, differentiate v. Differentiate means d, v dx. Understand me now? Then you will now change it again. Now, this time around, write v, differentiate u. You don't get it. So first of all, write u and differentiate v, then plus. You now write v and differentiate u. That's what I mean now. Let me explain. Write u and differentiate v. Don't forget with respect to x, because they are both having x. Okay? So dx, that is differentiate v with respect to x. That's dv dx. So write u, differentiate v with respect to x, plus. Now change it back now. Write v, then differentiate u now. The same thing with respect to x. This is the formula for the product rule. So u dv dx plus v du dx. Now listen, don't forget the commutative law of addition. If you write 5 plus 8, is the same thing as swapping it to 8 plus 5. Don't forget that. You understand me now? Which means that I can also swap this thing by putting this one in the front and putting this one at the back. It is still commutative. So I can say my dy dx equals to v du dx then plus u dv dx. But the scope is write one, differentiate one, plus write the other one, differentiate the other one. That's it, understand? Now, in some part of the world, they can use this. They can, how will I, let me, okay. They can say, okay, they can use this for you in some part of the world. They will call the first function to be f. This u, they call it f. That's the first function. This second one, they call it g, second function. That means my dy dx now, my dy dx, the same pattern. Write one, that is write one, differentiate g. What to differentiate? We have a prime on it, g prime. That g prime means, it means you differentiate it. That's another way of doing differentiation. You understand now? So write one, differentiate one, plus, can you guess the next one now? You can guess, that's what? Plus what? Plus what? Now, differentiate this one while you write this one down. Same thing. So f g prime plus f prime g, it still means the same thing. Some can swap it by saying, okay, swap it this way. Write f, differentiate g, write g, differentiate f. It's still the same thing. I can swap this one back by a commutative law of multiplication. Like something times something is still something times something. For example, 5 times 4 is still 4 times 5. So this can also be f prime g, still the same thing. They are all following the same pattern. Any pattern your teacher uses for you in any part of the world, just know that he or she is trying to write the first one, differentiate the other one, plus then write the other one, differentiate the first one. That's how the product rule works. Don't forget to like my video, comment, and subscribe to my channel so that I can have more of it. And share my video to anybody in any part of the world that may need this video. Understood? Okay? So having known that, let's take one or two examples. Now let's take, we can take 3 or 4 depending on the energy. So let's see. Now let's say we have this. Let's say we have, let me give you an example. Okay, let's see an example. Okay, find the derivative of the following. Number 1, let's say we have 3x minus 2 into bracket 4 minus x. Let's start with this. Let's find the derivative. Don't forget, derivative it means dy dx. Dy dx. Don't forget it, that what it means. So what do we do here? Actually, you can do it in many ways. You know, it depends on what you are asked to do in the examination. Understand now? On the method you are asked to use in that examination. If you are given this normally, you can do it in other ways. You can first of all expand. This times this, this times this, this times this, this time, like this times this times this firstly, then the same this times this, then this times this, then this times this. You expand it to become a whole expression and then find your dy dx. But here I'm using the product rule. If the question specified that you should use the product rule, that's what I'm doing. So what do we do here? Obviously, from what I told you before, you make the first one to be u and second one to be v. So let's see that solution. Let's see. Let your what? Let u to be equals to what? 3x, and let our u to be equals to this, and let v to be equals to what? Second one, 4 minus m. Let u to represent this, and let v to represent this. You can see now. So from here, what can we find here? Look at it now. What do we have in the left hand side? We have u. The right hand side we have x here. we have x here. This is equals to the bridge. So we have u here, we have x here. That is du dx, du dx. What can we find here? dv dx. So that means our original question, which is y. Don't forget that this will be equals to y. This is the actual question, which means we are finding derivative, which means dy dx. We have x in this right hand side, dy dx. So to find our dy dx, we need to use du dx and also dv dx to get our dy dx from the product rule, because the question comes in the form of products. You call this one u, you call this one v. As simple as that. So let's see. Let me clean this. Permit me to do that. So let's see. Now, what do we find here? Find our du dx, okay? So that's what. Don't forget the rule that I gave you before, the rule of differentiation. Don't forget it. I said, whenever you have, let's see, we are finding du dx. We have to touch the two, this and this 3x and this 2. For 3x, I've taught you before, just remove the ordinary x and write the number we have, that's 3. Whenever you see ordinary x that doesn't have any power on top, just remove the x and write it. So we have 3, that's for this, then minus, for 2 is a constant, it doesn't have any x, anything, so it turns to 0 or it goes away. So we have 3, understand? So 3 minus 0, this is 0. 3 minus 0 is still 3. For this one, we find dv dx. dv dx is what? 4 turns to 0 is a constant, minus, x means 1x normally, 1x, which means the x will go away. I will write 1, the 1 here. Hope you get the idea. Excuse me, please. So the x will what? We go away. Understand? Excuse me. Excuse me. So the x goes away. So my dv dx is what? Is minus 1. Note it. Now, once you have known your du dx and dv dx, you can now find your dy dx. So using the product rule, by the product rule, we have that what? Our dy dx is equals to, don't forget the formula, v multiplied by du dx, then plus u multiplied by dv dx. Understand me now? Or just write f g prime plus f prime g. Don't forget it, they all mean the same thing. So that's what? What's my v? My v is what? 4 minus x. Just put it there. 4 minus x. This one means v multiplied by this. So v, this is my v. What's my du dx? That is 3. So multiply by 3 plus, what's my u? My u is what? 3x minus 2. Hope you understand. What's my dv dx? That's minus 1. You can see. So my answer will come from here now. You can see, very simple and easy. My answer comes from there. Okay? So that's what. Don't forget that this 3 can also be in the front here by commutative law of multiplication. So 3 times 4 is 12. 12. The same 3 times x is what? 3x. Now, there's a plus here that's minus 1 here. Why not bring the minus 1 here? So plus times minus is minus. We can have minus 1. I'll draw the minus 1 here so that it will not confuse me. So the minus 1 will not open. Minus 1 times 3x, that's minus 3x. Minus 1 times minus 2, that's plus 2. You can see. So that's what? 12 plus 2 is what? Is 14. Minus 3x is minus 6x. So my answer is 14 minus 6x. That's the result I can factorize. Of course, 2 can go. So 2 in 14 is 7. 2 in 6x is what? Is 3x. So that is my result. You can see, very simple and easy. Excuse me. That is my result. Very simple and easy. Note it. So that is the result. Let's take one or two examples again. 1 or 2 examples. You can put it down. Don't forget, if you have any question, don't hesitate to drop it in the comments. You understand now? Okay, let's take another example. Let's have example 2. Example 2. Find the y dx at x equals to 2 if your y is equals to 4x squared into bracket 5 minus into bracket, let's say 5 minus 4x. Let's look at this. Let's look at that. So obviously, this also is in the form of product. 4x squared is my u multiplying this v, u times v. Understand now? So try and pause the video and do it yourself. Try and see if you can do it yourself. Yes, you can see, and drop the answer for me. So let me do it now. What do we do? Of course, this is my u. So my u is what? Is 4x squared. My v is what? 5 minus 4x. Understood? So what will I look for here? I will look for my dv dx, my du dx, and my dv dx to get my result. So let's see. I find my du dx here and also my dv dx. Let's find du dx. Let me demarcate it. My du dx is what? Du dx. Don't forget the formula, the general formula for differentiation. This power, this 2 will come down here and multiply this. So 2 times 4 is 8. So 8x. So we have 8, write your x. Then you take away 1 from this power. 2 minus 1 is 1. 8 is by 1. And that's still 8x. Don't forget. What about my dv dx? My dv dx is what? dv dx. So we take it 1 by 1. 5 is a constant. It turns to 0. It goes away. So 0 minus, write the minus. This is 4x. For ordinary x, take away, we have 4 minus 4. So that's my dv dx. Once I've done this, I'll just use my formula, my product rule formula. So by the product rule, we know that dy dx equals to v du dx plus my u dv dx. Understood now? Just follow it and get your answer. What's my v? My v is this. Okay, you know what? Try and do it yourself and drop the answer for me in the comments. Drop for me in the comments to know that you're actually following me. But okay, once you have gotten your answer, what you got your answer, just substitute your x as 2 into it. Once I've worked it and you have gotten your answer, anywhere you see x, put your 2 and get the whole answer. Then you are going to get a number in maybe 30 or I don't know, or 20 or 10, a number for the answer. So drop it for me in the comment. Understood? Okay, that's second example. Let's take another example. Another example. Okay. Don't forget, subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel to get more of it and share my video to anybody you know in anybody from year 10, year 11, year 12, or grade 10, 11, 12. Anybody writing SAT exam, A levels, can drop it. Even for colleges, you can drop it for them. Or any class from SS1, SS2, SS3, you can share my video and ask them to subscribe to get more of it. Let's take another example. Example 3. Find the y dx if y equals to exponential x sine x. Okay, let's look at this. Y equals to exponential x sine x. Find your dy dx. Let's find our dy dx. For this, very simple. Obviously, you see that this is my u and this is my v. Don't forget the table I drew for you in my last class. Don't forget to go and check it. Go and check the chain rule, my previous video, and go and watch it completely. Understood? Okay. So solution. My u is what? Exponential. Euler's constant is for x. Call it, this e means Euler's constant. You understand now? Exponential x. And my v is what? Sine x. Understood? Okay. So obviously I'm going to get du dx, not du de. E is just a number. It's a constant, Euler's constant. You understand me? Maybe I think it's around 2 point something. I think 2.71 or something. So we are finding du dx here. And here we are finding dv dx, not dv the sign. You understand me now? So dv dx. Let's find out du dx. Du dx It's what? From the table, if you see exponential x, your derivative is still exponential x. Don't forget it. Why my dv dx? Dv dx. From the table, if you see sine x, it changes to cos x. Sine turns to cos. Don't forget that. Cos x. Once you have done that, just apply your formula and then you are good to go. So by my product rule, I have my dy dx equals to v du dx plus u dv dx. You can see. My dy dx is what? What's my v? My v is sine x. Fix it there. Sine x. What's my du dx? That is e raised power x. I can put it in the front, either in the front or back. Don't forget. Plus, what's my u? My u is exponential x multiplied by what's my dv dx? My dv dx is cos x. Cos x. You can see. So this is my answer, but I can factorize. In the first part plus second part, exponential x is common. I'm going to bring it out. Exponential x. So exponential x and everything, I have sine x here. Plus exponential x here, I have cos x. You can see. And that is my result. As simple as that. Now let's do it this way. If you have been following me so far, if you have any question given to you, maybe your lecturer or your teacher from any part of the world, as regards calculus so far on what we have been doing, kindly drop it for me in the comments. Understood? I'll make sure I do it for you. Understood? Okay, so this is my answer for that. Notice. So that's you can see it's very simple and easy. Very simple. Have you worked the previous one and have you dropped it in the comment box? Please do that quickly. Do that. Okay, I will know that. Let's take one more example. Let's take one more example. One more example. Okay. Let's look at this. Find f prime of 4 if f of x is equals to 1 minus x plus 5. Let's look at this. Find f prime of 4 if f of x equals to this. It's very simple and easy. Very simple and easy. This f of x is still the same thing as y, so don't be confused. Just that y, if I write y now, that means y is in the left hand side, x is in the right hand. So that means y is a function of x. Y is a function of x, which means that anywhere I have f of x, I can put y. Anywhere I have y, I can put f of x. So two of them can be fixed in this side. Understood? If the question you are given is y, and you are finding your derivative, that means to be dy dx. You differentiate that y always with respect to x. But if the one you are given is f of x and not y, your dy dx becomes the same f of x but with a prime, f prime of x. Note it. So the two are still the same thing. Understood now? Dy dx and f prime of x are still the same thing. Note it. Understood now? But we apply dy dx if what we are given here is y. We apply this if what we are given here is f of x. So they still be the same thing. You can see that my dy dx goes to this and goes to this, the same pattern, f prime. Just that anywhere I have x, I put 4 there. Which means once I'm done with my dy dx for the whole work, anywhere you have your x, remove and put your 4 there. That means you have gotten your answer, as simple as that. So let's quickly do it. Let's do it quickly. So solution, of course, my u is what? Is 1 minus x. And my v is what? X plus 5, my u and my v. So the u dx is what? 1 becomes 0, is a constant. 0 minus, this x means 1x. 1x, so the x will go away, then we have 1 minus 1. Then my dv dx is what? X becomes 1 plus 0, that is 1. So since I've gotten that, I can now find my f prime of x, which means dy dx. So writing this means dy dx. So my dy dx, this one, is equals to apply your product rule, v du dx plus what? Plus u dv dx. You can see it's very simple. So fix them here. My v is what? X plus 5 multiplied by what? My du dx is what? Minus 1. I can put it in the form minus 1, then plus. Hope you get very simple. My u is what? Excuse me. My u is what? My u is 1 minus x. That's my u here. 1 minus x. Multiplied by my dv dx is what? 1. I can put a 1 here. 1. So minus 1 times that's minus x. Minus 1 times plus that's minus 5. Plus what? 1 times 1 is 1 minus x. So my final answer is what? Minus x minus x. That's minus 2x. Minus 5 plus 1 is what? Minus. So this is my result. That is my f prime of x. That's minus 2x minus 4. Once I've gotten this, therefore my f prime of 4 is what? F prime, x4. That means anywhere I see x, I will remove it and put my 4 there. So that's minus 2 times my x is 4. Then minus 4. That's what? Minus 8 minus 4. And that is minus 12. My whole answer is minus 12. You can see very easy and simple. So I will stop here for now for product rule. So I will give you another one later. Just make sure you are together with me. Subscribe. Share my video to many people so they can also subscribe, and then we can go on together. Don't forget, if you have any question as regards calculus so far in your class, your textbook, make sure you put it in the comment box so that I can do it. Once again, welcome to MrBam's online class. Don't forget to like my video, drop your positive comment, subscribe, and share my video. Thank you.